There's Donald Trump's approach to our national debt. He calls himself the king of debt. And his tax plan sure lives up to that name. According to the Independent Tax Policy Center, it would increase the national debt by more than $30 trillion over 20 years. And how would he pay for all this debt? Well, he said, and I quote, "I would borrow, knowing if the economy crashed, you could make a deal." It's like he said, you know, you make a deal before you go into a poker game. Well, actually, it's not like that at all. The full faith and credit of the United States is not something we just gamble away. That could cause an economic catastrophe.
With the general election really beginning in earnest, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are starting to attack each other hard. Just this week, Hillary Clinton gave an entire speech devoted to attacking Donald Trump's economic policies. Specifically, she called him the king of debt, arguing that he would play fast and loose with America's credit rating and our national debt. She says that he hasn't given a plan to properly fund his tax cuts on his programs, and that would lead to increasing the U.S. national debt. Furthermore, she notes that Donald Trump doesn't actually have any good plans to handle the federal debt. Trump said that he may have been the king of debt with his business, but he wouldn't do that with the United States. Some of his past statements, though, make it seem like that's not true. For instance, he said that in order to get out of a debt crisis, he would just print more money.
This is the United States government. First of all, you never have to default because you print the money. I hate to tell you, okay?
Hillary Clinton herself points out that if you look at Germany in the 1920s, they tried to print more money to solve their debts, and we all know where that ended up. When the Republican-led Congress and President Obama were playing chicken over the debt limit, there were serious problems with the markets and concerns over a panic. Donald Trump has also said that if he were to be in a position where the U.S. were going to default on its debts, he would just make a deal, like he's done with all of his businesses. But running a business is different than running a country. So Trump says that while he may have been the king of debt in his personal business, he wouldn't do that with the country. Hillary Clinton points out that his proposed solutions to a hypothetical debt crisis have the possibility of being disastrous, and history seems to show that she's right.